Hey YouTube, hi friends, welcome back to the channel. So guys, in today's video we will discuss what is the real reason that the law of attraction works for some people and why it does not. And I'll give you my understanding, how I have come to realize this and what is the formula then, to then apply it in your life and then, live or manifest the life you've always wanted. So what I have come to understand that the working of law of attraction and manifestation in your life is a result of not just one phenomenon, it's a result of multiple phenomena which are happening in sync. So first is at the quantum level, where we discussed how in my previous video, I'll link it over here, go watch it guys, right, where we discussed in the double slit experiment how what is the dual nature of reality, why when you close your eyes reality is not existing, it's just the waves of possibility, and when you're opening your eyes you're collapsing the wave functions to create this 3D world, and you're able to create it in the way it is because the beliefs, perceptions you're having from the life before, right? And this is how you create reality. So it's very difficult to bring a change in the outer world unless you completely change what is going on in your inner world, because then only you have convincing belief then to collapse the wave functions in the direction what you want, right? So here meditation is very helpful. So this is one at the quantum level how things are happening. The second is at the psychological level, right? So your brain, which is this organ, and the neurons in it, and the parts of the brain, especially the reticular activating system, this becomes active when you given a um, certain filtering screen, basically to filter the things which are coming in your brain which you're observing. So when you have a strong enough visualization or an affirmation or an intention, then your brain is only filtering those things, right? So after having known this, right, that manifestation is a result of these two different phenomena. One is at the psychological level and one is at the quantum level happening. Then how can we use this? What is a practical way? So if most of you we came into the world, I got introduced to the law of attraction by this great book called The Secret. It's a very simple book, but it's very very good because it simplified it for everyone to understand. They don't talk about although she mentioned the word quantum, but she didn't go in too deep into the quantum concepts, right, like Dr. Joe Dispenza does. But at the surface level it explains and gives a formula for everyone, and the main crux of the book was you have to be for things and not against things. And I personally believe that this is where most people lack, including me. For my past life, I had been basically this was the biggest mistake I was doing, and that is the reason why I keep making these videos, just to remind myself how powerful these things are and how important it is to remember these things. So the most important thing, one very important thing which Rhonda Vance spoke about in The Secret is remember that you have the power and you have to be for things and not against things. So what does it mean actually? So most people are saying things in a negative way without even realizing that they are harming themselves. So for example, when they're saying you know I don't want that person in my life, right? Or this person is irritating, they're just drawing my energy. The more you're talking about it, the more you're bringing it into your consciousness. Your subconscious mind does not distinguish between what's good or what's bad. It's just taking in the suggestion, right? So it's always listening. So whenever you don't want something, you're actually subconscious minded is understanding it as you want that, right? And it comes more and more into your experience. You see more of that person in your life, right? So the very simple way how you can change this is to make a list, to be aware, the awareness of things, right? Just to be conscious that this thing, this is how it works and this is how you can change it. So instead of saying who do you don't want in your life, you should only focus on who you want in your life, right? Instead of things going bad in your job, you're not getting that promotion, you're getting this colleague which is irritating, or you're not liking your manager, You should only focus on the mental picture of the things you want, where you want to go, and ignore everything else which is going on in life. And just, even if you just focus on this one thing, right, you are able to then make or create the life for you what you want. And this is where the biggest problem is. So there's a saying that wherever attention goes, energy flows, right? And when you're having your attention against anything, against against smoking, against alcohol, against bad marriages, against fights with your parents or spouses, the more you're drawing into your experience, cause your attention is going over there, and as a result your energy is flowing in that direction. So how to then reverse this is very simple. You just make a list of the things what you want, and that's why it becomes very clear to clearly define what you want, because most people don't know what they want. So once you define what you want, then you have to be only and only focusing on that, right? And whenever I've applied this in my life, even for brief periods, it's very difficult to do because you're programmed, right? It will seem very simple in this video or from the book. If you'll read The Secret, you'll get basically the same thing. But it's very difficult to do because we have this programming which has come with us for so many years, right? So many years, and by just 5-10 minutes of a video knowledge, it will not be possible. So you have to train yourself, you have to train your mind to think like this, to have awareness. So knowledge is the precursor to success, like Joe Dispenza says. And once you have this knowledge, then the thing is to practice it. So you have to practice more and more in your life to realize this. Now here I'll give a very brilliant example of Mother Teresa from the book The Secret again. And Mother Teresa was a great manifester. She created a big a big campaign for the things she wanted happen in this world. And don't always measure success, guys, by the money accumulated or the companies created, etc. It's also about the impact you're having in the world. And Mother Teresa is the best example, who had on these missionary missions, who has been on these missionary missions, and she accomplished a lot in Calcutta, right, helping people who were in need. So she was able to manifest the great visions she has. And she always used to say that talk to me about peace, don't talk to me about war, right? Or I'm just for things and never against things, right? So whenever you're against anything, you're basically applying the law of attraction unconsciously, and you're bringing that in your life, right? So, and even not just Mother Teresa, if you talk to any other person who's been successful. So there has been I've been watching this podcast recently, and they were talking about the amount of focus a successful entrepreneur has, right? So the example came of Elon Musk. He has this ability to zone in, right? And when he's just laser focused. And likewise was the example of Steve Jobs, when he was there. So he had a noise to signal ratio. So whatever signal which was his goal, he used to focus for an extended period of time on the signal, and used to cancel out all the noise. So what basically this suggests is that the focus on the thing what you want done, and not focusing on against things, right? Now, having understood this, if we just apply this one simple thing in our life, there will be profound changes happening. And they cannot not happen, because it's a very practical term if you just think it from the point of view of physics, right? Because energy creates everything. And over time, when you do this, when you just focus on the things and cancel out all the noise, whenever a thought comes to you which you think is not aligned with what you want to happen in the world, just cancel it, guys. Just say that it's not worth it. I'm not going to focus my attention over there. Not energy, attention. Because wherever attention will go, energy will automatically flow, right? And once you do this over and over again, you'll create a pattern of thinking. Your brain will slowly and gradually will automatically start to identify, this is what I don't want, and this is what I want, right? And more you focus on the things what you want, your life will slowly and gradually improve. And I have done this in my relationships, I have done this in my work, and I also falter, guys. Like people, I also get messed up from time to time. I also get emotional, when someone annoying shows up in my life, right? But then slowly, gradually I revisit these concepts. While creating these videos, I have a daily habit of reading books. So I read books, right? They help. And the more you become aware, in that short period of time also, you can see that the changes are happening in your life. Your life will suddenly start to change for good. So apply this, guys, and let me know in the comment section below. The simple advice, but it's so profound and so deep. This is basically the genesis of everything, how the things are happening in life, right? But it's very practical and simple to apply. So thanks again for watching the video, guys. I'll see you again in the next one. Till then, take care, bye bye, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comment section below if you're facing any difficulty or if you want me to create a video about. Thank you. Thanks for watching.